Although
Yeah.
don't, because it's illegal. So just a reminder, anyone trying to
Kind of
copy
silly,
that.
kind of silly. All right, good morning, 5:16 here on a weather impact alert. A frigid morning after the Arctic air arrived. You've got to wear layers. And the good news is we are not seeing any icy conditions on roadways down here. That was a big question yesterday. The winds have just dried everything up. So that's the good news. This is where we are seeing some icy spots. Once you get north of the state line and up towards Alexandria, I think you've got some patchy areas of ice, and then you really get into the thick of it once you get closer to I-20. So that's where problems are going to be most prominent. Now, this is our problem. Temperatures so extremely cold. We are currently in the 20s on both sides of the lake. We've got a hard freeze on the north shore, close to a hard freeze on the south shore. Just keep that water moving this morning. Go brush your teeth, turn on the water, and you keep it moving. You won't have any pipe issues. Now, current wind chills, this is the worst part. Extreme cold warning in effect because it feels like 18 in Slidell. It feels like 17 in Kenner, 19 in Thibodaux. Even down in Grand Isle, it feels like 18 degrees this morning. So really no one is safe from this Arctic air. And Macomb, poor Macomb, feels like 9 at this hour. So if you are dripping water, when do we get above freezing? I think by 10 a.m. we'll all be above 32. It's not going to warm up much today. We'll be in the low 40s with sunshine, and then tonight it's another hard freeze as we dip back into the teens and 20s. Wind chills all day. We get up to 40, but it's going to feel like the 30s and 20s all day long. So it's just going to be a very, very cold and windy one all afternoon long. Tomorrow morning, I've got teens and 20s, so this is another pipe freeze. We need to make sure we're protecting those pipes on both sides of the lake, and I think tomorrow morning will actually be a few degrees colder because the winds are going to be calmer. We'll have clear skies, and all that's a recipe for cold air. And unfortunately, I hate to report, we are not done with the Arctic air. I think we're going to have another round as we head into this weekend. We've got some big parades happening this weekend on the North Shore and South Shore, and what we're seeing right now is that the Arctic air is locked in, and this air mass may be colder. Now, I don't see signs of a giant winter storm like what we just saw. Now, there could be some wintry weather off the East Coast. There could even be a little wintry weather in Florida the way this one's setting up. But what I'm seeing right now is that this is probably going to be mostly a dry cold for us. If we're going to see any moisture, it would probably get here around Friday. Now, we're going to keep you updated. WWL, we were the first to stream this weekend with the winter storm. We're going to keep you updated until this deep freeze is over. And we've got plenty more weather updates coming for you over the next 7 days. There's our 7-day forecast. Cold and windy today with a weather impact alert. Tuesday, a weather impact alert. Now, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I've still got some freezing temperatures on the North Shore, but South Shore will slowly get above 32 degrees, still cold, and then our afternoons are cool. And then here's that weekend. Saturday right now, I think we struggle to get out of the 30s. I think we may struggle to get out of the low 30s. So Saturday just looks honestly so cold and a little breezy too. We've got a lot of parades. We're going to be monitoring that. Saturday morning, I've got teens and 20s. That's a hard freeze. Sunday morning, look, I've got sunshine, but very cold in the 20s, and then we struggle to get out of the 30s again on Sunday. So we are not done with the Arctic air just yet. Heads up for boaters, I've got gale warnings in effect until 9 a.m. today. After that, those will transition into small craft advisories. Tuesday, we're going to be looking at calmer winds. Wednesday, still a northwest component, so staying chilly, but 5 to 10 knots, so things will start to calm down there. Looking at your tides for your Monday, those are going to be highest as we head into later on this afternoon. Low tides are going to happen this morning, and if you look at your water temperatures, it's currently 53 in the lake. That'll be falling dramatically over the next couple of days. In the northern Gulf, sitting at 62 degrees.